repress them totally. But his peaceful new survival soon was shot to hell upon arrival. Of course goes schoolmarm, the sweet Penelope. She has captured Fred's affection, but he's scared he'll get a huge rejection. Can't bear to tell her just what he used to be. Pharkas, Freddy Pharkas. Frontier pharmacist, bourgeoisie, Freddy Pharkas, Freddy Pharkas. Hairless, earless, and free.
There we go. All right.
Of course, I'm not gonna roll on your feet. I'm still eating.
There we go. Okay.
I'm almost done eating. I just need to drink.
We got 2 hours to finish this game.
Hey, knock off the sound effects already! What's that rotten smell? Oh no, it can't be. You recognize that smell from your old days as a lawman. More dangerous than Jesse James. Meaner than Johnny Ringo. Deadlier than William Money. More fun at cocktail parties than Rooster Cogburn. It's the legendary Lever Brothers.
Yep, it's us, handsome silver-eared stranger.
And we're here to put you 6 feet under.
Under what? Your fervent prayer is that your few minutes of target practice with Srini will be sufficient preparation for odds like this.
I could outgun the Magnificent Seven. They all died! They weren't that great of gunners, were they?
What happens if you pick, let's face it, I'm a wuss?
I don't know. Not gonna pick that.
With his refurbished shooting skills, Freddy was able to blast the Lever Brothers to smithereens. Now, with those varmints out of the way, Freddy figured that was the end of the story, that somehow the Lever Brothers was responsible for everything that had been going on in town. But Freddy was wrong. The Lever Brothers had been hired for the task of getting rid of Freddy by whomever had hired the cowhands, and whomever was in cahoots with Sheriff Shift and P.H. Balance. And no sooner had Freddy's guns stopped smoking than he heard a familiar twang and a few chords of someone's theme music.
What was that? Could it be? No. What would he be doing way out here in the middle of nowhere? You haven't heard that chord in years, and yet here it is again. Strangely recognizable after all this time. In your heart you know it must be him. And yet... How did he find you? Will he be fooled by your disguise? Does he still eat paste?
Got shot Freddy's ear off.
Kid, I want you out of town by sundown.
Well, sure, stranger. I'll be riding out of town well before sundown, leaving your sorry carcass for the buzzards to pick apart.
Will not.
Will too.
Not.
Two.
N.
E.
I refuse to play this juvenile word game with you.
I refuse to play this juvenile word game with you.
What are you doing now? Repeating everything I say?
What are you doing now? Repeating everything I say?
So that's why they call you Kenny the Kid. Because you're nothing but an immature little child, an anal retentive case of arrested development, with an unresolved edible complex and probably codependent to boot. You were a punk when I faced you back in St. Louis, and you're still a punk. Say your prayers, outlaw.
Say your prayers, outlaw.
Now cut that out.
St. Louis? I didn't know anybody with a silver ear in St. Louis, yet somehow you seem vaguely familiar.
Maybe we'll have time to compare yearbook photos. In hell!
Whoa. Oh, that's
Well, you may have knocked the gun out of my hand, hero, but you couldn't stop me from hitting you anyway. Sorry I got a mite sloppy when I pierced your ear. Looks like you'll bleed to death in a few seconds. Guess now I can tell Penelope that you won't be interfering with her plans anymore.
Penelope?
What did he say? Your head's swimming, but you're sure he said Penelope. Could it be her? Could she be the cause of all this?
Girlfriend.
You weakly pull the neckerchief from around your neck. You place your lucky neckerchief on your ear and press on it to staunch the flow of blood. With your last remaining ounce of strength, you pull yourself up and stumble off towards the schoolhouse to see Penelope.
Penelope. Penelope the sweet. Penelope, my beloved. Penelope the traitor.
Freddy dragged his bleeding self over to the schoolhouse. The anger and hurt was just ripping at his gut like a swarm of botflies on roadkill. Only worse, 'cause Freddy, unlike roadkill, was still alive. The schoolhouse door was unlocked for once, and Freddy walked right on in. When Freddy stepped inside, Penelope was standing at the desk, packing in a hurry. She didn't even notice him come in. Gazing at her like that, Freddy saw her for the conniving snake in the grass she really was. All the bitter hurt and betrayal and rage was too much for Freddy to hold down. It churned around inside of him and finally welled up, bubbling to the surface in a furious storm of outrage.
Hey, Penelope, what gives?
Oh, why it's you, the silver handsome-eared stranger.
handsome silver-eared stranger, you mean?
Oh, right. I thought Kenny had taken care of you.
Are you kidding? He did just the opposite. He hurt me. Just look at my ear.
Why, you poor man. You poor, brave cowboy. You're wounded. Here, allow me to tear a strip off my undergarment.
Penelope slowly moved her hands up to her bodice and began to carefully unbutton it, one button at a time, staring straight into Freddy's eyes.
You know, ever since I saw you capture that big, bad gambler at the saloon, I've been thinking about you. Thinking about how I wanted you.
She slowly slipped her hands under the fabric.
Could this be my Penelope? Is it hot in here? Or is it just me? And what's with all this echo?
Thinking about how I needed you.
And before Freddy knew it, Penelope yanked a derringer from her bosom and aimed it at him.
Dead, that is. Drop him, gunslinger! Now! When I say
Well, you gots to admit the
Crap.
I forgot to say the
Well, there wasn't any time to.
That's right. It just doesn't.
It crashed.
The look tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Shall I take care of our plates while you bring it back up?
Sure. Yep, I'll make it again over here.
With his refurbished shooting skills, Freddy was able to blast the Lever brothers to smithereens. Now, with those varmints out of the way, Freddy figured that was the end of the story. That somehow, but
What was that? Could it be? No. What would he... How did he...
Somebody doesn't even give you a chance to do.
And as the
Well, you.
Oh, we need to do the handkerchief thing.
No.
could it be?
He shot
No.
me. I didn't.
What would he? How?
Oh,
Hey, I refuse. What do you say?
No.
Say
Me?
well. Score.
You weak.
you don't have pharmacy, actually. She's dead.
Score.
You place your lucky with your lap.
Penelope.
Credit.
Oh, crashed again.
Wow.
Man, I'm having bad luck tonight, guys. I'm sorry.
Is that on a desk or did you download it already?
No, I own this game. It's box right up there. It's on CD, but no, no, it'll hang. And since I own the box, I can showcase it.
Score.
You place your lucky neckerchief on with your lap.
Freddy.
When Freddy stepped inside, Penelope was standing at the desk, packing in a hurry. She didn't even notice him come in. Gazing at her like that, Freddy saw her for the conniving snake in the grass she really was. All the bitter.
Hey, Penelope.
Oh,
Penelope,
you know,
she and
dead that is.
That just doesn't. That just. You resignedly unbuckle your holsters, letting your gun slip to the floor. Penelope appears to relax a little, but her finger is still on the trigger of the Derringer. Looks like she might shoot at any moment.
Score.
You grab the slate and whip it around just in the nick of time. As you bend down to pick up your gun belt, Penelope hurls the Derringer straight at your head.
Darkness only got one shot, right?
So it can do damage.
Before I kill you, Mr. Gunslinging Stranger Hero type, let's just find out who you really are behind that silver ear. Freddy, you?
Yes, it's me.
No. Yes, it is I.
Boy, you can take the wicked, villainous, hoodwinking, double-crossing, lying slut out of the school teacher, but you can't take the school teacher out of the wicked, villainous, hoodwinking, double-crossing, lying slut. Why, Penelope? Why? Why on earth have you done all this?
Oh, I may as well tell you, you little runt. You know too much for me to let you live. Oh, all right, here goes. I had just finished my education back in western Pennsylvania at the local Meadville Normal School when I saw a small ad on the school bulletin board seeking teachers for a, quote, lovely little village way out west nestled high in the Sierra Nevada mountains. I wrote a letter of inquiry and was offered the position by the Course Gold Board of Education. They even sent me stagecoach fare. Soon after my arrival, which you saw in the prologue, I believe. Am I boring you? Oh, good. I noticed the oily swamp behind the schoolhouse. Being a good Pennsylvania oil country girl, I grasped immediately that Course Gold was literally oozing money. But I could never afford to buy mineral rights on the meager pittance they pay a single, unwed female teacher, so I made a little arrangement with Mr. Balance. He foreclosed whichever mortgages he could, and convinced Sheriff Shift to shut down everyone else. Balance would get the land and buildings for a song and give me the mineral rights I wanted, as long as I gave him what he wanted.
But Penelope, you seem to be such a sweet, innocent young woman. How could you be such a sleazebag?
Well, it had to be me, Freddy, don't you see? It's always the person you least suspect.
Well, I didn't suspect Srini. Couldn't it have been him?
Well, it's a little late for that now.
Wait! I really didn't suspect me.
Well, if it's you, then I'm doing the town a favor by disposing of you, aren't I? Oh, kill me.
Penelope eyes the lantern sitting on the newel post.
Oops! How clumsy of me! Oh well, Course Gold won't be needing a schoolhouse anyway.
What? The ground. You scooch the chair closer. Score! The ground. Smart thing. Score! You manage to slice into the ropes with the sharpened silver ear.
Justice will be done, madam.
Damn, I knew I shouldn't have wasted my time packing those student folders. I shall allow you to choose the manner of your demise.
Say what?
Oopsie. Sorry, you took too long to decide.
Penelope grabs one of the swords off the Civil War display above the blackboard.
I wonder, did I forget to mention downstairs that Meadville Normal had the nation's first female fencing team? On guard.
Oh my god, I'm going to die.
Yep, Freddy met his death.
Well,
Just
Damn.
say what?
Oops.
Penelope.
Yep, Freddy met his death at the tip of a sword. Too bad, 'cause he'd gotten so close to saving Course Gold from falling into Penelope.
fuck?
Yep, Freddy met his death at the tip of...
It does not appear that the sword fighting is working properly. Because
Justice
nothing I do
will
seems
be
to do
done,
anything. He just
madam.
waggles the sword up and down.
Say,
Penelope.
So I've got to find out what the hell is going on with the controls here. tell me jack squat. Great. So I'm screwed because I have no idea how to do this.
Oh,
It won't swing down.
Yep, Freddy met his death at the tip of a sword.
Wonderful when
Too
the controls
bad,
work
'cause
for
he'd
shit.
gotten so close.
This is where point-and-click adventure games
Just-
fail.
Penelope,
When the controls don't work for dick. And you have nothing you can do.
curses, you foiled me.
It's not a foil, it's a saber. A foil is straight and has two sharp edges, unless it's the smaller French foil, which is dull and is used chiefly for thrusting. A saber, like this one, is curved and has one sharp edge. As a teacher and a member of the fencing team, you of all people should have known that.
Oh no. Foiled, defeated, and corrected. Now I really feel bad.
And thank God for my high school intramural sports program. Otherwise, I'd be fettuccine Alfredo by now.
Score! Hey, it's you! I recognize you now from the old neighborhood. Freddy something.
Good to see you again, Kenny. I hope I didn't hurt your hand out there in the street.
Whoa, that was you out there? I didn't recognize you. Have you done something with your hair?
No hair, Kenny, but this!
hurling your sharpened ear like a Chinese throwing star, you whip it at Kenny, catching him right in the throat.
Score!
God, those controls for sword fighting were awful.
Yes, sir, by gum, by cracky. With his one good ear all mangled and grody, Freddy managed to leap from the schoolhouse just seconds before it went up in the biggest conflagration coarse gold had ever seen. The truth came out about Penelope and how she'd been plotting to buy up all the oil rights. There was no earthly way she could have survived the blast. Still, it were curious how they never recovered her body. Sheriff Shift and P.H. Balance were run out of town on a rail. The townsfolk leased the oil rights to some big developers. Soon everybody was rolling in dough, sprucing up the town and revitalizing coarse gold. Me, I eventually found my whittling knife, all gunked up. I don't remember dropping it. Must have had a spell of stupidity or something. And as for Freddy, well, he made himself another couple of silver prosthesii. One to replace the ear that Kenny just shot off, and one to replace the silver ear that ended up fatally lodged in Kenny's neck. What with all the fuss, Freddy was able to keep his gunslinging identity a secret. And it were a good thing, too, 'cause Freddy's adventures was far from over. But that little nipper is another story. Now get off my lap. You're starting to compact my vitals.
Now the whole town still remembers how the old schoolhouse was blown to embers, though Miss Prim's body was never ever found. Since the sheriff and the banker made the folks of Coarse Gold red with anger, they tarred and feathered and ran 'em out of town. And Serini, he became an ordinary Rexall TP shaman down on the Pecos, where engine hearts still burn. While the townsfolk safe from danger talk about that silver earlobe stranger. Where did he come from, and when will he return? Pharkas, Freddy Pharkas. Black gold fields were his legacy. Freddy Pharkas, Freddy Pharkas. Peerless, earless, and free.
Have to go home with Sierra. Yosemite National Park. Sierra symbol. Yep, had to throw in the Sierra song again. Now we get the outtakes.
There's outtakes?
Yep, there's outtakes at the end. Aubrey Hodges did the music. Aubrey Hodges also did the music. That's for Lawyer 4. Coming soon. Open next midnight. Take your best shot. You'll die laughing. I tried looking up most of these people to find out where they're at and what they're doing. Now
Freddy! You?
Why, Penelope? Why? Why on earth have you done all this?
I suppose I can tell you. You know too much already, so I can never let you live. I had just finished my education back in western Pennsylvania at the local Meadville. Oh, wait a second, Josh, can I ask you a question?
Cut! Shelley, how many times do we have to do this damn scene?
It's just that I don't understand my motivation for this speech.
Oh, jeez.
I mean, why would Penelope reveal all this to Freddy? Why doesn't she just kill him and get on with it, for crying out loud?
Why is there just...
Just do it, all right? I want to get home tonight. Look, I've got people coming in from the coast.
This is about acting, Gil. You wouldn't know anything about that.
Shell, it's just a plot device so that the audience understands what's going on. Otherwise, we leave a lot of unanswered questions.
Oh, can't we just put it in the manual instead, Joshy, sweetie, booby, honey? It's just so dull.
No, they might read it before they finish the game. Ready to take it again?
All right, fine, I suppose.
And action!
Crow worked on this one.
Ow!
Oh, God.
You hit me again. No. You really hit me.
Cut!
Yes, I'm cut, and I'm bleeding too.
I hope it's serious, you little wimp.
Excuse me, can I say something here? I am gonna sue. This is what happened to Margaret Hamilton, you know.
Where are you bleeding?
My finger.
You'll never pick his ear with that finger again.
Oh, you just shut up, Miss Thing. This is all your fault, you know.
Can you suffer through one more take, Gil?
Oh, sure, Josho. And I'll just bleed to death. But you'll have your game. That's what you want, isn't it? That's what you really want. That's all this is about. You. All right. Come on. Let's do it. What are we waiting for? Come on, people. Let's go. All right. Come on. Let's do it. What are we waiting for? Come on, people. Let's go. We're losing the light.
Gil, use the pain. Directed at Shelley.
All right.
You just needed the right motivation.
Yes, it is.
O my formal fellow, I am but a weary traveler from a land far, far away.
Cut!
What was wrong with that?
The accent slipped, babe.
Good.
I didn't hear any Italian creeping in. I thought it was pretty good.
You don't like my accent? You call my agent. I can't work under these conditions. I'm going to my trailer.
Antonio, don't walk on the ants!
Ants? Ha! That's what I think of your lousy ants.
Mike, get Antonio's agent on the phone. Steve, get the rest of the programmers down here. Gil, take 5.
Double, stunt double. Hey, I said stunt double. I'm not gonna do this jump myself. I could break my neck. I'm going to my trailer.
Gil, just do it.
Oh, yeah, right. Like that's in my contract. My stunt double is supposed to handle this.
She can't. She quit yesterday.
Oh, really? Why?
People, work with me here. Huh? I'm sensing reluctance. Now, please, just do the jump before we lose the assay set, all right?
Oh, honey, doesn't this scene take place at night?
Well, we're shooting day for night. It's cheaper. The artists will fix it in post-production.
Oh, I see.
Off the set, Millie!
Oh, but I wanted to watch Gil break his neck.
Get out! He's nervous enough about doing the scene without you watching him. Ready, Gil?
This is ridiculous. I swear, I will sue if something goes wrong. This is what happened to Margaret Hamilton, you know.
Just do it. And action!
Ow! Workers' comp! Workers' comp!
Cut!
Adventure game is a work of fiction and protected under the law of general heading of parody, which means we can get away with everything we said and we did in the game. If not, we'll just fall back on that old. The people and events described herein bear no relations to any real or imagined people and events as well. Total 34 animals were injured or maimed in the making of this game. After all, we could accept nothing less than total and complete realism. It's just repeating, isn't it? And I have no idea how many points I got.
That's okay. We got through the whole game.
Yes.
Score.
Yes, through the whole game.
Hi. She got there just for the end, huh?
Who did?
Mac.
Oh,
You got all the points.
I got all the points? Apparently I did. I couldn't tell. So, looking at the list, got another 10, 15 minutes. You see, I'm doing okay. Just had problems with the controls in the end. The stupid sword fighting just
Crashing, too.
didn't work, and well, it did crash on me a couple times.
So at 8, are we starting something else?
Well, no, Chris will be here at 8. Not 100 Banshees will be, so I have no idea. So we're doing pretty good. Just had some problems with the controls. If you take a look on the screen, you should be able to see most of the game. Well, maybe not.
Hello.
Bonjour, comment ça va? Or ça va? That's somewhat close to the whole list.
I just finished Freddy Pharkas. You missed the end.
I'm
That's okay.
that bad?
No. I just from Texas and socks on tile floors.
Did you slide and hurt yourself?
I attempted to several times, yes. And so did everybody else.
Bad-
We had a great time.
Bad Banshees.
We all had fun. That's what really matters.
Well, normally I wanted to try to streaming till 9 o'clock. I know Becca wants to play some Don't Starve together, which I can definitely stream. Which isn't a problem. It's just I don't know when she's planning on streaming that. Not 100 Banshees is here, and I know he'll want to play some Plants vs. Zombie Garden Warfare. Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare, but I'm kind of crappy at that game.
No, you're not. You're better than I am. You're better than all of us.
I'm pretty poor at it. At some point in time, I'll see if I can't find some way of setting it up so that I can stream playing some poppin' music. If you like DDR, you'll probably enjoy poppin' music. Made by the same company.
So where is your internet hookup?
On the poppin' music cabinet.
Okay. I thought you were talking to somebody else. I didn't think you were talking to me.
No,
He is.
I am talking to someone else.
Okay, all right.
Company got here early.
Remember last night when I was like, hey, let me know if we're going to have people over so I can plan around it. You're like, oh, yeah, sure.
I told you last night Chris was coming back over tonight at 8 o'clock.
Did you?
Yes, I did.
Did I have my headphones on?
No, you didn't. You went.
Was
"Huh."
I eating? I may have been like,
Yeah, you were
focused on-
eating.
That's what it is. I was focused on the food.
Never played it, but I've seen it played.
How ironic.
Most people that I game with that play poppin' music can do much better than me. We were just having problems streaming tonight. Or today.
I don't see it.
That's because it's hiding. You unplug it, I can't play Poppin'.
Gonna let Chris play? Or...
No. It's inside the cabinet up top, Chris. The only cabinet that's open. Where are you planning on streaming? What? Well, thank you for stopping by and catching some of the stream. I'm uploading the Freddy Pharkas to my YouTube account so that it's saved. Not that I don't really know if anybody's going to be really that interested in it, but we just finished playing the whole game, so that's the second game that we've finished through streaming, with the first one being I have heard about the Argarian Skies mod. I just haven't seen it. I might have to check that out for a little bit. Because, yeah, I'm having problems here. My streaming is awful. I don't know if it's... it must be my internet provider. Oh, she was asking me what Argarian Skies is. Go ahead, explain it to her. And Chris just hit the Poppin' Music Game button.
Apparently he wants to play Poppin'.
If he unplugs it, it's going to crash.
He's climbing around.
Since I've almost injured myself at your house, I'm gonna let you get it.
But tell her what the mod setup is.
Okay. A few blocks of what? A few blocks of cheese. I doubt it's blocks of cheese. It's all the little patterns. We're just my sweetheart. Okay. Surrounded by void. Okay. So you just start from scratch and you have nothing. Yes, I know. Pictures are greater than words. What? What, baby girl? Nathan has left us for Papa Music, but I'm gonna have to get him to come over here and stop his stream. This is Vishka. She's our slut kitty. Yes, you are. Yes. Okay. I'm sure I will have Nathan put you on so we can see you.
What?
He's just gonna show us. So he's gonna, because he was trying to describe it.
Okay.
He's like, well,
I'll switch over to your channel.
He's like, I'm just gonna show you. Pictures are greater than words. I need them. Because she was right on the frame.
She's a crazy cat. Okay. All right. See you later. Adios.